So, welcome to the video lecture series on principles of compiler design. This is Dr. K.N.Sivabalan. In today's video lecture, we will be learning about the concept of predictive parsing. So, predictive parsing is one of the top-down parsing techniques, and this is also called as top-down parser. But the major feature here is if that grammar is a left recursive one, then you cannot perform predictive parsing. That means the grammar has to be eliminated from left recursion. So we have such kind of grammar here. It is a eliminated left recursive grammar. So E tends to T dash, TE dash, E dash tends to plus TE dash for epsilon, T tends to FT dash, and then T dash tends to star FT dash epsilon, and then F is E flanked by brackets, and then you have A. So this graphical grammar here. Now first we have to understand the first and follow rules. Okay. Now first we will identify the first for all the non-terminals here. So first for all the non-terminals. So first we will identify for E here. So first of E. The first of E. Now if you see this production E, on the right side you have T. So you go and see first of T. Now you come to T production. So T production is here. And if you go on the right side, you have F. Okay. So you write first of F. Okay. Now come to F production. When you go on the right, first you are seeing a terminal. Okay. So the open brackets is the first here, and then when you go on the right side, you see A here. A is also a terminal. So when you find a terminal, you can stop it. Okay. So open brackets and A are called as the first of E, T, and F. Now we'll go for T dash, E dash. Now what is first of E dash? So first of E dash. When you take the production E dash, when you go on the right side, you have plus. E dash have one more production called as epsilon. Okay, epsilon will be considered as a terminal. So plus is a terminal and epsilon is a terminal. So you have two outputs, in this case plus and epsilon. Okay. Now one more non-terminal is called as T dash. We have to find the first for T dash here. So the first for T dash. Now see the T dash production. So T dash tends to star. Star is a terminal, and then one more production is there epsilon. Epsilon is also a terminal. So you have two symbols, that is star and epsilon. So that's about to find the first for all non-terminals. Now similarly, we have to find the follow. How to find the follow? Now when you take follow for E. Follow for E. When you take follow of E, so E is actually called as a starting symbol since this is the first production, and E is called as a starting symbol. So what the rule number 1 says, okay, in follow rules, if you see that if A is a starting symbol, then follow for A is dollar. Since E is a starting symbol, so follow for E, the first answer is dollar. Now, how to find the other terminals here? Now, when you talk about other follow values or other follow symbols, you see whether E is on the right side of the production. You take any production where E is on the right side. So, if I take one production, F tends to E is where E is on the right side. Okay. So, now I can apply this value. So, I can just write it here. F tends to E. Now, if you see here that rule number 2, we have to fix this equation with the production which I have given here. A tends to alpha, B beta. To whom you want to find the follow? You have to fix B on that. Okay, you want to find follow for E here. So B should be fixed for that, and beta should be the next one, alpha should be the before one. So here In this case, this is A, this is alpha. You want to find the follow for B, so B is E. Okay, B should be fixed on E, and anything next to that is called as beta. Now, what rule number 2 says is you find first of beta. Okay, first of beta is a terminal and it is not epsilon. Then follow for B is first of beta. Okay, first of beta, whatever you are getting in first of beta, that should be follow for B. Okay, so in this case, we come here. Now, when I find first of beta instead of beta, you have close brackets. Okay, so anything for terminal value, you will get the same value, isn't it? So close brackets is a terminal value. So first of close brackets is close brackets itself. So now I will get close brackets. Okay, so that's about the first value here. Now we have identified the follow for E. Now we will find the follow for E dash. Follow for E dash. Follow for E dash. Now you take a production where E dash is on the right side. Okay. So now we can take E dash is on the right side. Okay, I will take this for D E dash. Okay. Now to whom we want to find the follow? I want to find the follow for E dash. Okay, so this should be B, and anything after that is called as beta, and anything before that is called as alpha. So alpha is T, B is actually E dash, and beta is nothing is there. Beta is nothing is there, that means epsilon. Okay, so what rule number 3 says? See, rule number 3 says if first of beta is epsilon, if nothing is there, then it is epsilon, then follow for A is actually follow for B. Okay, so now what it says is, since you are having beta here, beta is nothing, and B is actually E dash here, and beta is epsilon, that means follow for E is actually follow for E dash. That's what the rule says. So what is follow for E? Follow for E is dollar and close brackets. So I have find the value for E dash. Now we will go for T here. Okay, follow for T. Follow for T. Now you take a production where T is on the right side. Okay, so T is on the right side. So T, I take F, E tends to F T dash. Okay, T E dash. So now this is B, this is alpha, and this is beta. Okay, so first of beta is first of E dash. Okay, first of E dash means you have plus. Okay, so plus is one value, so you get plus. Okay, then it does not stop over there. Okay, when you take first of E dash, you will also get epsilon. Okay, when you get epsilon, that means if beta, first of beta is epsilon, then follow for E is follow for T also. In this case, because B is actually for T here. Okay, we are finding follow for T. So E dash, first of E dash will also give me epsilon. So you have to go for find the follow for E. Follow for E value should be follow for T. So follow for E value is dollars and close brackets. Okay, now find the follow for T dash. So follow for T dash. So you take a production where T dash is on the right side. Okay, so I will take T tends to F T dash. T dash is on the right side. So alpha is this one, B is actually F, and beta is T dash. Okay, so first of T dash. So when you find first of T dash, that is first of beta is first of T dash. So now T dash will be giving me the answer called as dollar. Okay, sorry, star. So I give a value called as star here and write as it is. Okay, so now first of T dash. Okay, isn't it? Okay, so there's a small change here. Listen carefully. I want to find first of T dash, isn't it? So I take FT dash. Okay, FT dash means now this is alpha, this is beta, this is B, and this is beta. Beta is actually nothing. So beta is nothing means beta, first of beta is epsilon. So first of beta is epsilon, means follow for t is actually follow for t dash. Okay, so what is follow for t? So follow for t we have plus dollar and close brackets. So this is actually follow for t. Okay, now we'll go for the final one, follow for f. Now you take a protection where f is on the right side. Okay, now I take t tends to ft dash. Okay, now I'll come here. So to whom we want to find the follow? Follow for f. So this is b and this is beta. T dash is beta. Okay, and before f, that is alpha. Okay, now first of beta is first of t dash. First of t dash, you go to t dash, you have star. Okay, so we will write star here. Then it does not stop there. Now t dash will also give me, first of t dash will also give me epsilon. If it is epsilon, then what does it mean? Then you have to see follow for t. Follow for t is actually called as follow for f. So based on the rule number 3 of this one. Okay, so follow for t is actually plus dollar and close bracket. So you write whatever it is, plus dollar and close brackets. So that's about first and follow. So now we will do one thing. We will actually write the protections, generate the rules here. We have already generated the first and follow here. Now we will construct a parsing table for this. Okay. So I will write the rules once again and we will see what is the parsing tables here. Okay. So now see what is the rules here. I write the rules here. So E tends to E dash. Then E dash tends to plus E dash bar epsilon. Then T tends to ft dash. Then T dash tends to star ft dash bar epsilon. Then the last one is f tends to E and then bar A. So this is the idea. Now listen carefully. Now how to take this? How to construct a parsing table? Okay. So we will write the follow first and follow here. So first of E, first of T, and first of F. First of F is equal to close brackets and A. Close brackets and A. Okay. Now listen carefully. Now we will take first of E dash. First of E dash is equal to, first of E dash is plus and epsilon. Then first of T dash is equal to star and epsilon. That's it. So we have written the return the first values here. Now follow values is similar to that. So now see here. Now how to construct a parsing table? So way of constructing the parsing table, you just write all the non-terminals row wise and all the terminals column wise. Okay. So I will write all the terminals, non-terminals row wise. So the first non-terminal is E, then you have E dash, then you have T, then you have T dash, and then you have F. Okay. Now write all the terminals. What are the terminals? So except epsilon, you have to write all the terminals. Instead of epsilon, you have to include dollar there. Okay. So terminals are, you have plus, you have star is a terminal, then you have open brackets, you have close brackets, then you have A is a terminal, and then you have dollar as a terminal. So instead of epsilon, you have to include dollar. Now you construct a table using this. Now we will just frame the table now. So from this table, we are going to perform the parsing. Okay. Now see here. E tends to now see the first here. Okay. See the first of E. So first of E is actually open brackets and A. Okay. So wherever plus is there, okay, and wherever open brackets is there and A is there, you write this one called as E production. So now wherever open brackets is here, isn't it? Open brackets is here, so I write E tends to E dash. Suppose production. Then you have also A here. Okay. First of E will also give me A. Okay. First of A. So write E tends to T dash. E tends to T dash. Okay. Now the next one. Now the next one is you go for E dash. Okay. First of E dash. So first of E dash you have plus. Okay. Now E dash you have two productions. So which production give plus here? Plus is give me plus, T dash is give me plus here. Okay. So E dash tends to plus. In E dash tends to plus, you write E dash tends to plus T dash plus T dash. Okay. Now what about this one? E dash also have epsilon. When it is epsilon, okay, so you write E dash epsilon production in follow of E dash. Okay, now see what is follow of E dash. Now follow for E dash is dollar and close brackets. Dollar and close brackets. So in follow of E dash, dollar and close brackets is here, you write the epsilon production here. E dash tends to epsilon and E dash tends to epsilon. E dash tends to epsilon. Now when we talk about the first for T, now come to first for T. The first for T is again open brackets and A. Okay. So wherever T production is there for open brackets, you write it as F tends to E tends to Ft dash, and in A write T tends to Ft dash. Okay. So next one, find the first for E dash. First for T dash. Find the first for T dash. So the first for T dash is star. Okay. So you see T dash tends to star, which is producing this star. If T dash is producing this. Okay. So T dash tends to star Ft dash. So T dash tends to star Ft dash. Then you also have an epsilon here for T dash. Okay, if it is epsilon, then C follow for T dash. Okay, wherever follow symbols are there, then write the epsilon production for T dash there. So follow for T dash is plus dollar. Sorry, follow for T dash is dollar and close brackets. Dollar and close brackets. So dollar is here and close brackets. So T dash tends to epsilon and T dash tends to dollar epsilon. And the last one, find the follow for f. So follow for f is open brackets and a. Okay, now for f you have two productions. Okay, so which is giving me the open brackets? F tends to e is giving me the open brackets. So in open brackets you write it as f tends to e, and then in a here, for a you write f tends to a. So that's about the parsing table. So now we will learn about parsing now. So I have taken a valid string called as a plus a dollar. Dollar is called as a delimiter, which actually denotes the end of the string. Now we actually segregate the parsing into three major divisions. One is stack, another is input, and the third is action. Now in stack, you have the starting symbol called as e. So $e here. Okay. Now what we are going to do with this? So we have to parse this now. So E, when you see on the E is on the left side and A is on the right side. Now go to the parsing table and see what is the respective entry for that. So E you have seen on the left side, okay, and A on the right side. So E and A meets in E dash, E tends to T dash. So the action is E tends to T dash. Okay. Now what we have to do this with this? Now while you writing this, you write, since this is a stack, T dash should be written in reverse. That means E should be replaced in the stack by T dash, but it should be written in reverse. That means you have to write it as E dash T. So now when I come here, now this E should be replaced by T dash, but in reverse. T dash means write E dash, then T. E dash and T. Now a plus a dollar. So input. Now T is on the left side, a is on the right side. Now see, go to the column or go to the table, respective table. So T is here and a is here. A is here. T and a meets with T tends to ft dash. This is the respective entry. So we will just make it as T tends to ft dash. That means T should be replaced by ft dash, but in reverse order. So you have to replace this T by ft dash. That means T dash f, you have to write it. Okay. So dollar E dash, T dash and f. Now a plus a dollar. Okay. Now left side you have f and right side you have a. So now you go and see here, f is on the left side and right side a, and a is actually here. Okay, so now we meet with the production called as f tends to a. So you write f tends to a. Okay, now that means f has to be replaced by a here. So this f has to be replaced by a. So dollar e dash, t dash and f should be replaced by a, and a plus a dollar. Now left side you have a and right side also you have a. Since both are terminals and both are equivalent, you have to pop it out. So pop. When you pop it, what will be remaining? So remaining is dollar e dash t dash, and here this a goes off, plus a dollar will be remaining. Now you see in the left side you have t dash, right side you have plus. So t dash t dash plus. Now see, on the left side you have t dash, on the right side you have plus. Okay, go to the table. Now t dash tends to plus on the right side. So plus and t dash meets and t dash tends to epsilon. So the action is t dash tends to epsilon. So that means t dash has to be replaced by epsilon. So if you replace this t dash goes off. So what will be remaining? Dollar e dash. And now plus a dollar. Okay. Now E dash and plus. Now E dash and plus. Now E dash and plus. E dash and plus meets in plus T dash, isn't it? So you have to write E dash tends to plus T dash. Now write this, replace this E dash in reverse. Okay. So E dash is replaced as dollar E dash T and plus E dash T and plus. Now left and right side you have identical terminals. That means pop it off. So pop. Now what happens if this plus goes off? So dollar E dash T, then here plus goes off, A will be remaining. Now T and A. Now see T and A in the tabular table. So T and A is actually meets in FT dash, isn't it? So T tends to FT dash. Now this T has to be replaced by T dash F, isn't it? So dollar T dash, replace this T by T dash and F, right in reverse. Now A dollar. Now F and A. Okay, F and A. See the column. So F and A meets with F tends to A, isn't it? It gives F tends to A. So I write F tends to A. Now this A, F has to be replaced by A. So dollar E dash T dash A, and here also A. Now both the terminals are identical. Left side and right side you have identical terminals. So pop. Now what is remaining here? Dollar E dash T dash and then dollar. So T dash F side dollar. So see, go and see T dash and dollar. T dash and dollar meets in T dash tends to epsilon. So T dash tends to epsilon. That's an action. So replace this T dash by epsilon. So when I replace it, this T dash goes off. So dollar E dash. Dollar E dash. Now dollar. Now E dash and dollar. Now E dash and dollar. So E dash tends to epsilon. So now E dash tends to epsilon. Now replace this E dash by epsilon here. So you have dollar and dollar on the right side. So if you have dollar and dollar on the left and right, so simply write it as accepted. So this is called as predictive parsing. Okay. So thanks for watching the video. Have a good day.